Hello, everybody. So, I should be online now, and I'm really happy to be back. To be back with our next challenge, which is the we have the Antus. The Antus, we all know them. It's let's just say the carnations, as we all know them, right? So today we're going to speak about this challenge, and guess who won again? The one and the only one, Anna, won again. She's amazing because she went so many times, but she implements actually the, we call them the W's, the why we're doing it, and how we're doing it. So she is really focusing on the assignment. So in here, well, let's invite Anna already also, and with Keith. Actually, you know what happens is they are both in Bruges, because at this moment, what we do, we have the advanced course. So I'm gonna add Keith to us to the right side. Hello, Keith. Okay, here we are.
Hello.
So, okay, can you put your volume a little bit louder, Keith, because I can barely hear you? Okay, and in the meantime, we're gonna ask also Anna to join us. So we're gonna put her at the right as well. So Anna has muted herself. So let's wait for her a little bit. So in the meantime, like I said, um, the the challenge was actually work with a weaving technique, making construction or structure, whatever, but it has to be like with 80% of the antis. And in the meantime, I can show you already a little bit the arrangement in here. Let me show you the arrangement. That's the arrangement that you all voted. That should be, well, the winner of the challenge. And there we have Anna back, and hope I'm gonna see her. So I'm gonna add it to the right. Okay, now instead of like, here is your picture, now we got you live. Right, welcome, Anna. Once again, it becomes a habit. It becomes a habit to have you on the live, because that's not the first time you win, right? You're on mute, so I think you have to unmute yourself, Anna. No. Well, try find out to unmute yourself. So let's go a little bit more in. We were talking about the arrangement, Keith, right? What's your
Yes.
opinion about the arrangement?
I really love Anna's use of color. And the first thing I noticed about things in class that she was doing is that she has such a mastery of color.
Yeah. Yes, and we all know color is, well, color is the strongest visual impact we have on this planet. And she played, well, if we just say, if we go later, we're gonna analyze the colors through the color wheel. So it's an interesting color use. Even that phalaenopsis is like purple, blue. But let's ask Anna. Anna, are you unmuted? No, you don't. You're not. No. Did I? Maybe is it? Did I do something wrong? But here it's like, according to the, you should be. You should be able. I should be able to hear you. So okay, please
Well, I can tell
continue
you
and try. Sorry.
that
Yeah, Keith.
we had a discussion earlier. We were talking about color because I was curious about, if she had favorite color or if there was a particular reason why she used these strong colors. And she said because people tend to like those strong active colors, and that's getting like lots of attention. If she used pastels, people don't quite notice them as much in a design like this. So that was her reasoning. strong color.
I think we've got
Am I?
Anna,
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Lear, and Cloud. Perfect, perfect.
Oh,
Because
it wasn't on mute, but I think it might be because of the internet or something.
okay,
It wasn't on.
you know
Okay.
the most important thing is you're online because we are very curious. What did you do? By the way, you're in Bruges, like he says.
Yes.
So tell us.
Great experience. It's a great experience. We learned so much. I'm very happy to be here.
Okay.
Finally.
Finally. But actually, what Anna
Yeah.
says, she's in at the advanced class, EMC advanced class, taking the course. It took like, well, 1 year and a half, almost 2 years to conform from the foundation class to the practical class and so on. But we had so cool. We had so much online, and now it's finally we meet in person. By the way, it is a live session, so please do share your comments. We have Keith is a well-educated EMC coach. We have Anna. Anna, well, is the designer and she knows what she talks about. So please put your comments into the comments and the reactions. We are looking forward. I see Chrissy is already joined us. So she and Laura Dragici both are winners often. Yes, well, also, well, Laura, yes, indeed, is there as well in the course, in the advanced course. Hello, all of you. Yes, yes. Woot woot, says Christy. So that's cool. Yes, that's cool. That's really cool. So let's go back to your arrangement. Yes, why the use of that colors? Because indeed, that's very strong.
Well, I must say that my muse was Coral's bouquet, because when I saw what she put on the challenge, she used those red carnations, and also the circle of the bouquet, and that was my inspiration. When I saw it, I was like, oh my god, this is so beautiful, look at the colors, look at the impact. And I wanted to create something that was also round and with some strong colors to make a statement. And this is one of my favorite color palettes because it's like warm to cold colors in a way. So it's I think they are very vibrant. And at that moment I was reviewing the sympathy from the foundation, and was the never ending circle. So I was thinking, like, circles in circle, this is the whole point of the arrangement. There are multiple rats that are actually layered in a way to create like the depth. So this is the point. Okay. And I found those interesting phalaenopsis that are like bluish purple, and they were just perfect. And I don't know if you can see, but there's a helianthus with the seeds, like very, very deep
at the
in
bottom.
the arrangement. Yeah, okay. Bottom and the top.
Oh, here,
yeah,
the black one?
Yeah. Yeah. That's helianthus.
Okay.
Only the seeds. Yeah.
Okay.
So cool. To create a little more depth and draw your eye to discover something like a surprise there.
But it's a nice texture too.
It is. Yes.
Yeah, of course.
It is. And can you tell us a little bit technical wise, how did you, are the flowers on foam or how did you on?
No, they're on tubes. They're on tubes. Because I layered them like on one on top of the other. There are like in the back and in the front the rats, and between them you have place to just put the tubes. So some of them I just forced because they stayed. Some of them I secured into points, and this is how I made it.
Yeah. Did you wire the wreaths together?
Yes. I use bind wire to secure them together, and they all stand in a circle metal stand with a foot. Yeah. This is the construction.
Yeah, that's really cool. They love the idea about, okay, it's about circles, and you work with the circles, and you made actually around with all different circles, and then you use it as a construction. because it's part of the beauty, just to kind of insert your flowers, your botanicals into it. The cool thing
And you
as
also
well is
repeated
like, sorry,
you
Keith?
also repeated, you know, the circles with the shape of the flowers too, and then broke that up a little bit by using the um,
Mhm.
different botanicals to kind of add a little bit of different lines into it with
Yeah.
pokeweed and different shape with the orchids.
And if we go to the like the coral wheel next to it, you can see you're kind of in the blue sectors, the purple sectors. Then you go gently to the you go to the red ones, but the green also
The
has
green.
an impact, and that's,
Yeah.
I think it wouldn't be the same between the green, but what happens as well, the brown of the natural brown is a certain way kind of like, I'm not saying complementary, but it's on the other side of a color wheel, so it makes it interesting. So it's like,
It was also because it's a vegetative element that was brought to the decorative arrangement. So this is
yeah,
another motive where I've used it besides color.
yeah. And we love that you use the word visual impact, because this is, well, what we create is all about visual impact. And what we do is finding, well, potential in the materials. As you said, but there is a potential in that. I think it's Alex you did together, or you bought them. I don't. Did you make them by
No,
themselves?
I didn't.
You didn't.
It's
Oh, you
some
did?
of them are salix. I
Yeah.
did them, yes. Some of them are made out of salix, but there are also some brown ones that are made out of the Parthenocissus that has the foliage.
Okay.
So there are two
Okay.
vines that yeah.
So actually, you create visual impact by seeing potential in your elements, and what you do, you communicate your story. Right? So if we say visual impact is created by, well, seeing your botanicals and what they can do for you, right? Communicate them in a way. So that's actually what we love to see, and of course, it fits into the story. By the way, I have to say it's a real cool. Actually, I have a second one here. It's a little bit bigger, so I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put that one away. It's more in detail from another side. You actually see more the the circles from wood, and then you also see the sunflower a little bit on there, a little bit more into the deep. And I love your, well, botanicals that you use. So you put it like on a stand, right? You pierce it on a
Yeah.
stand. Hmm. Yeah.
No, it's a circle, a stand, and I
Okay.
just placed my circles made out of willow, like in the form of the circle,
Oh. Okay.
in a way to respect the first circle that was the metal one, and I
Okay.
just placed them like five of them, like four in corners and one in the middle, and after that, on top of them, I went with some other circles.
Oh. Okay.
Unfortunately, you cannot see the transparency very well because I don't know how to make photos very well, so that I show.
Yeah.
But it's in reality, it's more transparent than this.
Yes.
That's why I put multiple angles.
Yeah.
Maybe you get a better idea.
Yeah. No, it's smart. You're using like the metal construction, and you use it as like your base, and on your base you build with your natural rings, and then you add the flowers into it, which is really cool. And you add also some transparency, or maybe we cannot see it as well, but I can imagine. But well,
Hmm.
by adding the foliage as well, you add also already transparency by adding the foliage, because you can
Yeah.
see through it, which is really cool. Um, by the way, we want to say something about this is, what we are doing in here is we come up with a whole different course, because people are, because you mentioned the word visual impact, which is really important, right? We know that as a designer, and how to create visual impact. Um, we already said ourselves, okay, color is very strong. So actually, what we did, we came up with a totally new kind of 5 videos about this, and it's about here the floral transformation. And in those 5 videos, we will give you an insight on color, on visual impact, and I even gonna take the people on a ride behind the scenes by doing a recent, well, a floor installation at the chateau, at the castle, at the Loire in France. And I'm gonna share my insight. I'm gonna share step by step how I come up with the ideas. I'm gonna share step by step how we build it, and I'm gonna share it from perspective of how I experience. Also, if you actually gonna sign up for that floral transformation, you will be part of a private pop-up Facebook group, which is, like I said, totally private, only for the people. Every day there will be insights, there will be tips and tricks. Will go live because every time after a video, I will come live and I will interact with the people in that Facebook group live after each video. And I'm gonna say, you know what? It is ridiculous, but it's only 17 euros. So you can join us for the 5-part video series. We're gonna start dropping from the 11th. But if you want to join already now, it is possible. Go to the emcprogram.com. If you pay 17 euros, you will get all the information that you need, and will you allow you to enter the Facebook group. Once again, this is a one-time event, and this is built from the experience we got from the students asking us for how can we become better in designing. And I have to say, one of the videos is actually about how to be successful. And I'm going to tell you a little bit from my background. I'm going to tell you some experience, and I made mistakes, but I learned from the mistakes. And I want to share my mistakes with you just to become a better florist. So in here, once again, this is the page you have to be, the floral transformation. It's a totally new concept. Yes, it's part of the EMC, but it's so cool, and we are so looking forward to share the information we have. And it's built on the EMC curriculum. Like you said, Anna, we're talking about visual impact, we're talking about color, you talk about potential, you talk about, it's all about that. So, and then we are so happy you're in the advanced class, and it shows how you deal with color. Also, Laura is really working on that one. And by the way, to the audience, we are not choosing who's winning it, you are doing it. So
Yeah.
believe us, if we can't avoid the likes, and the number of likes is pointing out the winner, right, Keith?
Yep.
So
Yep,
don't
yep.
blame
And
me.
it's the numbers. So if you have more people have to enter if you want to win, or else it's going to be Laura and Anna winning every time.
I think we should say, you know what, Laura or Anna, you can't submit anymore, because you know it's like, we had you. Sorry, we had you, right?
We will not promise.
Yes, yeah, but it's really cool, and it's,
Fun challenge.
what is cool is if you get the knowledge from people that they come up with the design and they want to explain the design. So it's not only by saying, "Oh, it's cool," but you know what? It's like, why is it cool? Why about the colors? Like we said, we come up with this one here. So I'm sure, and I can say exactly, okay, you know what? I made it like with my head, like an asymmetrical approach, and it's very decorative because I manipulated flowers, right? So this is really, it's helpful to kind of create your, well, like we said, your W's, your goal to, well, to win the competition. Now, for all the people who really wants to go in the competition, or even for teachers, if you want to teach really the knowledge, the elements and principles of design, it's really good to know them, because it will definitely help the students.
But it will help you be a better designer, and I think that's what so many people within this group want to do. They want to become better.
Yes, definitely. Something to add,
I
Anna?
think that, yeah, I wanted to say that the elements and principles of design help you to build something that it's unique, not copy. So all the time you come up with something new because you know how to play with your tools, which are the elements, and principles. So this is something that I encourage, because if we know it, then we can do like infinite creations.
Yeah.
So
And I think the elements and principles really, for me, it helps me so much because it gives me all those steps I need to take to make the design successful. And once I've started following along all those things and not thinking about the outcome, thinking about all the steps I can take and where I'm going, then the outcome turns out just perfect.
Okay.
yeah, and you have to know why you're doing it, because
Yeah.
you know the elements, the principle, but why am I doing that thing? What do I want to achieve? So this is probably the most important thing to start from.
Yeah. You know what? Okay, you told already a little bit about the arrangement, but can we put you, can we ask you, because you were telling the why, and that
Mhm.
fascinates me, is like, can you explain the viewers the why? So by step, how you started from zero. So by reading, okay, well, in here, if we just put like this one here, okay, what do we ask you for? Well, you have to design, right?
Mhm.
And using a construction or a structure, and you have to weave, because that technique, it has to be visible, and you
Mhm.
have to use 80%. Can you just take us on your creative journey, step by step, how you did it towards the end?
Yeah.
Would that be okay?
Well, my who's were the people that were actually voting. So I was doing this for, let's say, to earn votes. So that's why I knew that I have to make an impact. That's why I chose that colors that were very strong. And because of that, I started to think, as I told you, my inspiration came when I saw the round bouquet that Coral did. So that's what actually sparked everything. And I started to think about the concept of circles and circles in circles, and the how should I say, it's like the continuity. And this is what I've built upon. This is why I did it, and that's it's how the outcome came. So
So
yeah.
okay, and then okay, that's the idea. Um, that's actually the idea,
And
but
why I did it?
yeah, but can you know? So, okay, now you have the idea. So how will you implement your idea? Can you say this?
Yeah. So I thought about, okay, I'm going to do those circles. I told you why, because it was the visual impact, and I started to move like towards the outcome and think, okay, how am I going to do, like technically wise? And I started to look for my circle and do my circles, and I chose the botanicals that were helping the dianthus look at its best. And also the circles were also because of the dianthus that is like round, and it was a repetition that I used to create that unity. So this is how I did it towards the outcome.
In here you're saying like, I'm gonna add myself, right. I was searching to make the Dianthus better. Sorry about
Mm-hmm.
here. Right.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
about interacting with the other botanicals. So by using those other botanicals in those colors, they made the red dianthus pop, because
Okay.
that was the main focus, to make them shine.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. To
it
make
was
them.
enhancing.
Yeah. And why do
Mhm.
you want to make them shine?
Because it was the outcome, the yeah,
It was a
it was
task,
what
right?
it was that
Yeah.
what it was that
So what
and
we
the
understand is
weaving also.
actually, if, well, like the CC page, the challenge was actually your client. So your client's coming to the shop and saying, you know what, I want something with red carnations, and I want something with kind of, right. And then you say, okay, from that kind of perspective, I'm gonna design. Not what I like, of course, you like it, but
Hmm.
the approach is different.
Yeah,
It-
it was something like my personal touch because I liked that color combination. I could have gone in, let's say, red or green, or I don't know, whatever, or oranges, but I wanted something like it was moody and a little bit like the autumn, and not the classical analogous palette with orange and
Yeah.
So it's, yeah, it was like another approach of autumn from my perspective.
Isn't that cool, Keith?
And she's just given away her secret for winning to everyone else.
Yes. Yes.
I don't have a problem.
Thank you for
Okay.
sharing your secrets. Okay, it's all noted. It's on video. Yes.
No,
Well,
it's okay because everybody's unique and everybody is going to create from their own perspective. So I'm not scared.
yeah. Well, I think
In a
if you
way.
come up with your own signature style, so people start to recognize your style, and then well, they're gonna start copying you in a certain way, but they will never be able to copy really like come up with new things in your way of thinking. So that's like that's safe, right, Keith? Keith is totally agree. Okay, so okay, we promised only a half an hour. Is I don't see there are any questions. But please, if you have any questions, drop them into the comment box. But okay, no one of them. So
And
once
I'm going to say very quickly for everyone to check out the full transformation. 17 euros. You can't beat that price for a class that's just filled with information.
that's the one, yes, it is like you will have access to 5 videos. I made them personally. I'm gonna talk about the transformation, how we use visual impact at its best, and why do you use visual impact. I'm gonna talk about color, how you approach color, how to use color to make your message more clear. I'm gonna talk about the successful designer. What elements do you have to take in consideration to be more successful? Also, I'm gonna bring you behind the scenes of an actually kind of a floor installation at a chateau in France. So I'm gonna give you all the inside, the tips and the tricks how I do it. So guys, this is you cannot miss this. It's only for 17 euro and it's private. I will come live every time after the video, so you cannot miss this. So once again, okay, I would like to say, guys, thank you very much. Anna, again,
Thank you.
here we go.
Thank you.
Listen carefully. Let us listen. There we are. There we are. It's like we just love it. Once again, we just love it.
Thank you.
Okay. Good.
It was a pleasure.
Okay. Goodbye. Thank you very much. And once
Bye.
again, well,
Bye-bye.
I would say see you next month, Anna.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Well, actually, that's cool because tomorrow
We're going to Paris.
we're going to Paris, and well, maybe you can tell the viewers a little bit what we're gonna do.
We are going at the Louvre to pick up our piece of art that we are going to make a floral expression about. So we are very excited. Can't wait.
Same way.
It's
Okay,
going to be a great day.
everybody. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.